The views expressed in the following podcast represent the point of view of the presenter as well as the respective guests, and not those of Zanaco Bank PLC. Know it stuff.
This is Rebuilding, a podcast hosted by Chilulemba and powered by Zanaco. We know that many businesses, individuals, and families have been negatively impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. This podcast contains ideas, thoughts, and strategies to motivate and encourage you on your journey to getting back on track. We're in this together. Let's rebuild.
Welcome to it. It's Season 1, Episode 2. Now let's start by quoting somebody wise, somebody who lived between the year 1887 and 1940. And it's something for you to consider and think about. This is one of the few quotes that I memorized when I was in high school back in the 90s. And it's a quote from Marcus Garvey, who said, "If you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. With confidence, you have won even before you have started." I can say that again with my eyes closed. I told you I memorized it. If you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence, you have won even before you started. Now, as much as I've recited that quote countless times, I now have a slight problem with the quote. Now that I'm older, now that I'm probably a little bit wiser, and we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more. My name is Chilulemba. A warm welcome. Let's share some ideas that might help you to rebuild. So thank you for spending some time with us on this podcast. I hope you're in the right gear so far in 2021 and in the right mind space. It has been a real challenging time for all of us, and so we all need some hope and some inspiration and some practical advice. So hoping that we can give you all that and more in this episode. So yes, confidence is a critical part of success, and it's displayed in various ways. Some of these cues are visual, like, somebody's posture, the way they sit and the way they stand, looking all resolute and sometimes regal. It could be in the way someone dresses that gives off a confident energy, or in the voice. For example, if I'm nervous, you can sometimes pick it up in the way that my voice sounds. It sounds cracky and it sounds a bit wobbly. But when I'm confident, it sounds like this. This is the confident voice of Chilulemba. And with other public speakers, you hear them when they laugh a bit awkwardly. Every second sentence, you hear somebody say something and then they laugh. And you can tell that maybe they're trying to cover up the fact that they aren't that confident on the subject matter. But here's the thing. Confidence isn't a gift that someone has. You have to create the environment that will allow you to display that confidence. And I think the best descriptor of that environment that you have to create is encapsulated in these three words: know your stuff. I say it again, know your stuff. Because if you're prepared for a presentation, for example, that you're going to give at work, the depth of your preparation will align with the confidence that you display. So the more prepared you are, the more confident you will appear to be. So listening to what I've just said is Cyrus Rogers, whose book Competitive Edge is a compelling read, and it's available at your favorite bookstore. You can find him on social media at Cyrus J. Rogers. So Cyrus, what do you think about what I've just said?
Well, Chilu, confidence is a really interesting thing for me because I struggled with confidence and having very low self-esteem when I was younger and in my adolescence. But as I got older, I started to realize that it really all stemmed from belief in my abilities to do things. And once you have an understanding as to what you're capable of and the things that you can do, you then exude and live in confidence. It's not necessarily just a shell that you wear. So when it comes to things like writing or even public speaking, I realized that my ability to do them fairly well gave me the confidence to do them regularly and to do them to the best of my abilities. So it really stemmed from belief.
All right, fam. So for more on Cyrus, check out cyrusrogers.com, and he's got great resources there. Apart from the book, you can also book him to speak. See what I did there, Cyrus? You can also book him to speak at your event, both in person and virtually. Especially with the pandemic going on right now, you might consider booking him for a virtual talk, but either way is brilliant and I highly recommend him. All right, that's about it. I'd like to end off with a financial tip, and this one's a bit different. So here's the tip. You will never get paid what you deserve. You will only get paid what you negotiate. I heard that years ago, and it kind of makes sense now. You will never get paid what you deserve, only what you negotiate. And with all this confidence after listening to this episode of the Grow Into Your Greatness podcast, good luck with negotiations for a raise if you're going for that. But remember, it also doesn't make sense for you to go to your superiors and say you want a raise because you've been serving the company for a long time. No, you have to have added value that justifies that raise. So upskill yourself, do something that will make them see that it's a no-brainer to give you more money, right? My name is Chilulemba saying God bless. Take care of yourself. Till next time.